Alright, hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I want to show you guys how to recover mp4 files when they're corrupted or damaged. So what caught me was that I went out, I was flying, and I think I accidentally turned off the drone and the camera without stopping the recording before that. So when I came home and I tried to play the file, the file was damaged. So there's no way I could play it, right? So let me show you how that looks and so you understand what's really going on. So here, this was the previous file that I saved, and when I came here, I noticed that the icon itself, it doesn't really have a thumbnail as such. So when I go to play it, this is what happens. It gives me an error saying that it can't play, right? And it won't even play with VLC. So anything that won't play with VLC, I think, well, something is really wrong. But looking at it, I know that the file was damaged because when I thought about it, I turned off everything before actually ending the video. So I want to show you guys how you can recover these type of files, right? So you don't feel like everything is lost. So one of the first things you need to do is to download a small software called Recover. And what I'll do is that I'll put a link to that in the description below, right? And so it's called Recover mp4. And it comes with all of these. Now I don't really need all of this. This is for the 64-bit version and the 32-bit version. So I'm using this one, the Recover _ mp4 for this version. So let me just copy that out so we can move it and put it in a folder by itself, right? And you could actually work in the same folder. I'll just call this file recovered, right? File recover. Let's spell it right. File recover, and I will paste that in there. And so the only thing I have in there now is the recovered _ mp4 file, which is probably all I need because I'm not capturing audio. If I was doing audio, then it means that I have to run this and some other file, maybe the ffmpeg, beside it. I will also take my file that is corrupt or that is damaged, but I will need something to analyze it again. So I'll take the file that I shot previously and I saved. Now they're kind of some large files, right? So I'll copy this and I'll put it in the same folder. And this is just to make things really simple. So you need a file that you'll use to analyze, and you need the file that you want to recover. And if I can get it recover as a H264, it means that that can also then play with VLC, right? Or with some other software that can play those. And of course, VLC allows you then to convert from one to the other. So one of the first things we need to do then is to open our command prompt. So type in CMD and right click and choose run as administrator. Choose run as administrator and yes, and it should give us our command prompt. Now if you're not too familiar with how to navigate around current command prompt, I would advise you to do a little bit of research into it, right? So I know my file is located in my iDrive, so I'll go to I, and that takes me into my iDrive. Now I want to go into my folder and notice the name up here that is in video to recover, file recover. So I'll type in cd video to recover, and I'll press enter and do cd again, and I'll do now file to recover, and that takes me into that. So if I did a directory dir, it gives me a list of what is inside that folder, and you can see my damaged file and my good file that I want to analyze, right? Let me make this into a thumbnail so I can see which one is good. So the 22 is the good file, the 23 is the corrupted file. So the first thing we want to do is to analyze our good file. And so for that, then we type in recover _ mp4 and the name of the file, which is DGI 22 at mp4. And then it's a -- analyze, and that's it. And so it will do some analysis now on the file so that it can decide how to recover the other file based on the different color settings and so forth that are found in there. So that's basically it. Now it says now you can run, and it's giving instruction for you, so you follow the same instruction that is here. So now you can run the following command to start recovering your file. And notice that you could use a software called ffmpeg if you want to convert it back to mp4 along with the audio. We're not doing that today because I'm not worried about the audio, but if you were worried about the audio, then you would have to download the ffmpeg. So let's type in exactly what is here. Replace corrupted file with the name of the file that is corrupted, and this would be the new name of the file, right? So I'll type it out. So it says recover .mp4.exe. My corrupted file, if you notice, is called DGI0023. So DGI underscore 0023 .mp4. Then it says the name that you would like it as .h264, which is your video ending too, right? So I'll call this my recovered footage. So recovered file .h264, and then dash dash no audio, and then space dash dash DGI.avc. So similar to what is above, right? And then enter, and that will go through and start to rebuild your file frame by frame, and see if we could get that recovered. So again, this is how you recover your last mp4 file. So don't feel like as soon as you click on it, it was damaged. It normally happens when devices are just turned off or loses power suddenly, and because then it's not saved, especially if you're dealing with that mp4 formatting. Good. So it says BAM, file recovered. So let's check it out. So it should be this recovered file. So now I can play this in VLC, and there we go. So that's my recovered file, right? Now it is important that the two files that you had were shot similar, and so if you're shooting them in the same area and you suddenly lost track of that file, then that is important because it will analyze that in order to recover the second file. So I hope this video was helpful. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If it was useful, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and see you in the next video.